I wanted to talk to you this time about self love or loving yourself. And this is a personal one for me because it's the reason that my life went the way it did. When I was growing up, I felt lost. I felt like I didn't have support where I needed it and confused about a lot of other things because I saw things differently. I'm a creative person, and as a result, I think that was different from what, say, my parents were used to. Um, so I think the perspective you get when you're growing up makes a big difference. So if I could advise anybody anything, it would be that learn how to love yourself first. It will make your entire life so much easier. And I realize life is all about discovery. You're trying to find out who you are. You're trying to fit in. You're growing, so you're maturing. And it's all a big jumble as you go. But knowing that you're a good person and who you are is so important because it means you can handle all the things that'll be thrown at you. You won't take them so seriously. You won't think that maybe you're the issue. um, and so you won't be struggling as much. And I think saying that out loud is helpful for anyone. I learned it late in my life that that's what was happening with me, and that's why I made some of the actions I did. At the same time, I have to say that my discovery about who I am, because that was a lifelong search to find out who I am, was rewarded. It may be that the avenue I took was not the one that most people would take, and it was fraught with all kinds of concerns and issues and so forth. But at the end of it, I learned that I'm a good person. I really like me. I found out all kinds of good things about myself and things I wanted to work on. But at the same time, I knew genuinely that I was somebody worth looking up to, somebody who deserves respect. I love the fact that I have a sense of humor and that I've learned so much about nature and my connection with spirituality. I'm very grateful. And I feel sort of along the way that the things I learned did help me as I went. But I think, as I say, if that one thing had been changed in the beginning, I would have been able to get there, get to a point much faster uh, to enjoy my life and to have fun with it. And I guess what I'm saying to you is, if at all possible, when you're growing up, learn to love yourself. And then when you get to be an adult, that will be so much easier. Okay, okay, that's the first little nugget for today. Second thing I think I'd like to mention is that we have a tendency not to forgive ourselves. We make a mistake and we think, that somehow we're too dumb or we're not smart enough to learn something or we should have known or, um, you know, we're really hard on ourselves. And when you think about that, that's causing you so much agony and there's no need for it. You're just a person who's learning. And you will make mistakes, I promise you. But that's there for you to learn. That's why you're making mistakes so that you can learn. If you make mistakes repeatedly on the same thing, then you're not learning. and you're going to have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and figure that one out because it's causing you a lot of pain and it's not necessary. Okay, so forgive yourself. Sure, there's going to be some friends, maybe your relatives, people you know, that it might look down on you at the time because of something you did. Don't take it to heart. Don't let it ruin your life. Just say, "Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it. I'll do better next time," and mean it. Just try as much as you can to change that and go on with your life. Just don't let it stop you from sleeping at night and enjoying who you are. Let's talk about setting boundaries. When you know who you are and when you accept who you are, you understand that there's some things that you have decided that you are not going to do. And it's because it goes against your principles about what you believe. So you cannot allow other people to drag you into those things um, using guilt or whatever they're using to try to manipulate you to do something. You have to feel right about doing it in the first place. It has to be your decision. And that means that you're going to have to be a little brave about this and suffer a little bit of resentment, maybe from somebody, or they might not think as much of you. Just remember that if you're being true to yourself and you are a good person, then you're on the right path anyway. So don't allow that kind of thing to interfere with your life either. Okay? Well, that's another one, a learning period between us that has come and gone. I hope you learned a little from this session. This is something, like I say, that was very personal for me. So I'm hoping that this does help you. Life is supposed to be, as I said before, a journey, and it's something we all take and handle differently. Do your best. It's all you can do. But I suggest that loving yourself is the very first thing you should think about, because you can't expect to love anybody else before you love yourself. You won't be able to understand it the way that you would like to have it come back to you. So deliver what you feel, and it will come back to you. I hope you had a good session with me. And I'm going to, again, love you and leave you. So you take care, and we'll see you again. Bye.